So in our last chat, we talked briefly about how I find women in particular, so this is where I get in trouble generalizing about gender and things, are a little bit camera shy, and you are not.
I'm not.
That's what you admitted to me last time.
I am not shy.
So I have a problem I need your help with.
Yeah.
Okay. The hardest part of doing a podcast like this is the booking part. The booking part.
That's the hardest part? Getting people
Well,
in?
it's the least fun, that's for sure. Because it's like you're cold calling and kind of that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll think of someone, I'll see someone online or whatever, and I'll send them a note. Maybe I know them, maybe I don't. On several occasions I've approached women who claim to be helping other women smash the glass ceiling or whatever. In their professional capacity, but they balk at coming on, or they express interest, and then they ghost me. So it's a lot like dating. Like they string you along, and you know what? I'm just really not
Jim.
that interested.
Poor Jim getting ghosted.
Well, some guys too, but I think some people think about it and go, "Oh my God, I got to go on camera. I'm 48. I used to be 38. Who knows what they're
I
thinking?
might carry a
I'm
little
going to get
more
in
around
trouble
the
with
middle.
this.
No, I'll tell you.
So I'm here with you. Tell me the truth. Is it my cologne?
Yeah.
Is it my lack of cologne?
Oh my God. No, you're.
Would it surprise you if I told you I'm not wearing any cologne?
I actually appreciate that you're not wearing cologne.
You're allergic.
Yeah.
So, thoughts to this point?
Yeah. It's interesting. I have a lot to say about every topic, but this is one of those topics I do feel strongly about. So certainly most people feel, I think there's a standard expectation that people have been shy to be on camera. I think it's changed a lot now because of social media. I certainly know that my daughters are not shy to be on camera. Now, shy to be interviewed by somebody, maybe. And I think maybe that's where there is an obstacle for most people because they don't know what you might ask and they don't know how they'll sound. So when I talk to other women who are sort of in my age range or have, been working for 20, 30 years and maybe they've achieved something and they should be on camera being interviewed about something, I can tell you they balk like crazy because they're embarrassed about something physical about themselves. I mean, I came on here, I was making a joke. I'm like, oh, I got to pull in my stomach. I got my,
Right.
And
That's
I'm like,
why I wear black.
I know. And you know what the thing is? All of it is like, it's a mindset. I just decided I don't care about that because I'm more interested in talking to you than about that.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people get stuck there. And I do definitely think you're probably aiming correctly when you say maybe more women have that fear. I think you're right because I live in that world and obviously cameras and everything up in your face and when you're near 50, you're like, oh. So it's interesting that you're getting sort of that response from people who should feel, in my opinion, really positive about themselves, very confident because they're obviously ball busters. Like they're not like shy people sitting in the corner, and yet they're afraid to be put on display, I guess.
I just got a book that I have not read yet, but it's for artists, like painters and that kind of artists, but a lot of it's about self-sabotage.
Yes.
And it's like being aware of that you're doing it
Yes.
and then getting over it.
Yes.
And actually, a recent guest on the way out the door said to me, and I won't say who it was, but there's imposter syndrome too.
Yeah. Sure.
It's like, do you have imposter
God,
syndrome?
Of course.
Am I like you hear these?
Every day.
All these economic theories coming out of your of your soul.
Yeah.
Do you ever like catch yourself and go like, who am I?
Right.
Where is this coming from? Or are you
absolutely.
Wow, I'm pretty.
No, honestly, everyone has imposter syndrome. I think there's just varying degrees. I think that once you get more experience in something, you have less of it. And I certainly hear a lot of my incredibly intelligent colleagues speak with worry that they are imposters, even though they are doing their research and doing their homework. So I kind of have started to I've given it less mind than I used to. And I start to follow the 80-20 rule. And I don't know if you know this, it's probably very obvious, but 100% being perfection. There is this way to look at things that if you can do it to 80%, and I mean that from posting an Instagram post, what am I going to say? How should I start? Okay, press play, get it to 80% perfectly right for you, not 100%, and then post it.
Right.
Get your research done best you can. You will never know everything.
Yes.
There is always imperfect information, and you can only know what you can know up to about 80%. You'll never get it right. You're not a clairvoyant. You don't know the future, but you know what? 80-20 rule. Did I get it 80% right? Go for it, because you stand out of your own way when you do that. The minute you're like, it has to be 100% or I can't do it, you will never get to 100%.
As another guest of mine said, it doesn't need to be perfect.